I just finished my 3rd week of Muscle Burns Fat, and I'm excited to tell you all about it. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, 100 Pounds of Gratitude. I'm Rachel, and I am striving to gain gratitude, lose weight, and build a life that I love. And if you want to know more about my weight loss journey, take a second to subscribe to my channel so you can follow along. Today, I'm going to share my experience with Beachbody On Demand's program, MBF, which stands for Muscle Burns Fat. First of all, I want to start by saying I am not a Beachbody coach and I'm not affiliated with Beachbody On Demand. I am a mom of 3 who is trying to lose 100 pounds. And last October, when I saw a picture of myself from a family vacation, I went to Google and I looked up at-home workout programs and I read about Beachbody On Demand and I decided I want to try this. So I signed up for it, paid my $100, and here I am almost 5 months later, having just completed the Muscle Burns Fat program. My goal with this video is just to share a little bit about this program in hopes that my experience might be able to help you and maybe encourage you to say, keep going, don't give up. You don't have to be perfectly ripped or toned or anything like that to get some of the benefits from some of these programs. But before I go into the details about Muscle Burns Fat, I also want to say I am not a physician. These are just my experiences with this program. What is MBF? It stands for Muscle Burns Fat. It is a 21-day program. It has 7 workouts each week for 3 weeks. The workouts are between 25 and 33 minutes long, averaging at about 30 minutes each. And it's a combination of muscle and strength building and also some cardio thrown in with, on the 7th day, they do a dynamic recovery day, which consists primarily of stretching and range of motion activities. And to be honest, that one was one of my favorite days. It does not torch a ton of calories, but it's so awesome. It makes your body just feel so good. And I love doing it on a Sunday because that's kind of like our chill day, our Sabbath day. It's just been really refreshing. MBF is marked as an intermediate program, and I do think that that is accurate. If I had started this program back in October when I very first started working out as a true beginner, I would have found this program really, really difficult because of the problems I was having with my knee. MBF uses a lot of bending and also mountain climbers and plank jacks and jumping, and it would have just been too much for me and I know I would have quit. So if you're starting off on your fitness journey and you hadn't been doing any working out previous to this, I would not recommend this program. I would say start with the 21-day fix program and then build from there. But if you have gone ahead and done a little bit of working out, then it would probably be fine because they have a modifier. Her name is Lacey. She shows you how to modify the exercises, which is great. However, for me, her modifications were not focused on problems with your knees. And so I had to do additional modifications. I knew going into this program, it was going to have a lot of jumping for the cardio aspect because they use a cordless jump rope called a bod rope. And I knew from my February challenge that doing a bunch of jumping and jump rope activity was not going to be good for my knees. So I just went ahead and had my modifications in place. I did a lot of walking in place, but incorporating my arms over my head or across my body so that I could get my heart rate up and experience the positive aspects of cardio. I just want to encourage you that if you do some of these programs, don't stop and don't feel like you can't do it. Just do a modification that works for you and keeps your heart rate going. And honestly, even during some of the strength training aspects of it, if they were doing a whole bunch of squat loads, I instead would have to do some kind of bicep curls or an exercise that wasn't always so much pressure for my knees. So with this workout program, Megan Davies, who is the creator of the program, recommends pairing it with either the portion control or the 2B mindset for the eating. And I have to say, I did not do well with that aspect. I did all of the workouts, but I was not great at following the nutrition program. So that's going to be my future goal, doing this program again for 3 weeks and strictly incorporating that portion control, which I will tell you about at the end of this video. You'll need light, medium, and heavy weights. You'll need the cordless jump rope, which they call the bod rope, and I did not choose to use that. You could also use a regular jump rope if you had high ceilings or if you worked out outside. I could see that being fine. But if you're like me and you're not going to be able to do a bunch of jumping and you're going to do your other modifications, then you could choose not to use the bod rope. You'll also need an exercise mat, water, and of course, exercise clothes and shoes. Okay, so here's what I really liked about this program. I love that it's 30-minute workouts because as a busy mom, I feel like there's really not an excuse for me to say, oh, I don't have time for this, because honestly, I can fit 30 minutes into my day. Do I look forward to it? Am I super excited to do 30 minutes of strength training and cardio? No. So far, I have not looked forward to it. However, do I see the benefits and feel the benefits? Yes, I do. I always feel better. Once I finish that 30 minutes, I always feel refreshed. I always feel energized. So I think that 30 minutes is a perfect length for me. I really like that it's every single day because it helps me to stay accountable and recognize that I just exercise every day. It's just what I'm going to do. That's how my life is going to be. And I love that on the 7th day that it is more of a stretching and an active rest day, and it feels that way. I definitely feel like I've gotten stronger from this program, especially through my arms and my chest and my shoulders. And I like that they have a tracker resource on their website where you can download this resource and track your weight. Each week you can use this resource and fill in what size of weight you're lifting. And by the 3rd week, I had gone from 10 pounds on some of the exercises for my arms to a 15-pound weight. So I like that you could track that for yourself. And I also liked on the repetitive actions, they want to know how many times you complete the circuit in a set amount of time. And so you write that down and you compare it week to week. I really like that. And I really like the focus that it's about your personal best. It's not about comparing yourself with the trainer or the other people on the cast, but they really, really encourage you to focus on yourself and what you can do and what is your personal best, and to look at that and measure it and see if you can push yourself just a little bit harder and get just a little bit stronger or a little bit faster. And I also liked that the cast had some just regular people in it. I mean, I miss the days of the Richard Simmons workout cast where it's just regular people or people who you can see are legitimately striving to lose weight and who need to lose weight, but they're doing it in a way that seems attainable. They're not like perfectly sculpted and perfectly ripped. And so I like seeing that out there so that you can say like, okay, there's some people like me. I can do this. I'm going to keep going. Let's push through and get this done. So really my only con for MBF is the fact that I can't do all the jumping that it requires and it can't do all the bending. So it's not really a con for the program. It's just more of a, if you have knee problems like I do, you have to make a lot of modifications. So maybe if Beachbody would come out with some programs or some modifications that would help for bending so much and putting so much pressure on your knee joints, that would be awesome. But this program does not show you that, so you're going to have to come up with those modifications for yourself. Other than that, honestly, I really enjoyed this program, and it was set to music, which I wasn't sure that I would necessarily enjoy because sometimes having that constant beat of music is really annoying to me. But it didn't really bother me, and honestly, I can see how the beat of the music really does drive you to match that, and then it's going to really make your reps rhythmic and paced well. Okay, and so now for my results. To be honest, I have only lost 2 pounds. So I started this program at 216 and I'm finishing this program at 214. So in 3 weeks, I have lost 2 pounds. And then for my inches, so I would say that although the scale isn't showing this huge change, personally, I feel a big change in my strength. and also in my range of motion. This program really emphasizes helping out your range of motion, and I love that. That helps you just with your daily life activities and quality of life. So I'm really excited to do this program again and see what happens when I pair it with my nutrition plan for the portion control and see what kind of results I yield after doing it for 3 more weeks. This program is meant to do where you do the muscle burns fat and then you follow it up with the muscle burns fat advanced program, and it kind of creates like the 6-week program. But I'm gonna wait to do the advanced program until I repeat this one more time. So for me, it's gonna end up being like a 9-week program all in all. But I'm excited to compare my results from just doing the workouts to doing the workouts with doing the nutrition, because I do think I'll have greater results when I manage what I'm eating as well as how I'm working out. So if you have any other questions for the Muscle Burns Fat program, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer that. I hope this information was helpful for you and encouraging to you. And my biggest thing that I want to say is, don't be afraid if you're not doing it perfectly, if you can't do the activity exactly like the trainer or the people in the cast. Just keep going, because you're going to get better if you just keep moving and modifying, and then your modifications get a little less and you get a little bit stronger and you're able to do a little bit more and go a little faster. Or that has definitely been my experience. So I want to encourage you, just keep going. So that's it for my Muscle Burns Fat. In 3 weeks' time, I will have another review for you with the nutrition program. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see how that goes. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.